Yeah, so boom, you got me on this corner looking real stupid because the shop is not even open. Like I've been here since 11. It's 11:30, baby. I'm gonna need you to really, you feel me, get here because your work don't even give 30-minute wait time. You understand? Like let's really talk about it. Like answer your phone, please. Like this is really unprofessional. Like that ass.
Yes, sir.
We here.
In the building, podcast with no name. Back at it.
We always start very casual. Like it's not no intro, no nothing. We're
that
like,
is the
here.
intro.
That's the intro.
That's the intro. We're
right.
in
How
the
you guys
building. Been good.
How was your weekend? I'm not supposed to talk about mine, so let's go straight to yours.
Because the answer is just going to be the same. We wasn't doing anything interesting. But the weekend was actually very much alive. Got outside. The Pulse Influencer Awards did happen. It was Gatsby themed, and as usual, the women came through. They were looking nice, but the fellas, as usual, don't dress up. How are you, like, I have a problem with men. Like, how are you going to be on a red carpet with your fucking hoodie and sneakers? Like, come on,
That's a Kenya
man.
thing, though.
Yeah, like
That's a Kenya thing, though.
Trend
But the girls
is
show
really-
out. The girls show out all the time.
Always.
But what's wrong with the dudes?
Always.
Yeah.
It's like they never know that they were supposed to be at the event.
Come on, like,
They
personal.
know, but they think that's swag.
How?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
If
like,
you get
that-
invited to the Grammys, you're not just thinking, "Oh my God, I'm gonna grab my hoodie and then I'll be on the
Right?
red carpet and I'll
listen,
be fine."
if they don't specify, like,
It was specified on the invite card.
yeah, and
It
they
was.
still showed up.
It was. Yeah.
Then you don't. Let
And that's
them
a
in.
serious theme where if you don't
Listen,
wear it,
if
you don't
you-
fit in.
That's why I'm saying, like, if they're not culture trained or taught these things, you freeze them out, then they know next time. Like,
Exactly,
when
they
you
would
freeze
do
them
that,
out, it
yes.
becomes news.
Yes.
Oh shit! No, so and so didn't get in because they were frozen out because they were dressed inappropriately, and then it becomes news. So that
Next time they
people
know.
are even, quick to ask, like, what are we wearing?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Me, the last time I was invited, remember I even called you. When you invited me for the Octos,
yeah,
remember I asked you,
the
like,
Sarova.
is there
Yeah.
a dress code? And you were like,
Yeah.
it's summer. Because
Yeah.
I always have to find out. I don't want to be the only one in shorts.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
and
yeah.
everybody
everyone
is
else,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, so.
But that was why was that the theme? Great Gatsby.
I have no clue actually. I don't know why they took people to the 1920s. Maybe they were just having fun with the dress code.
But
Like,
not just 20s, but like a very white
very
story.
white. Yeah. Very,
Weird.
very,
But
very
people are
white.
still colonized over here. So don't be surprised.
Yeah, in the 20s we weren't
Maybe
wearing no flapper
I
dresses.
think it was also showing the because I also, after getting the invite, that's when I went and watched The Great Gatsby. And there's a part where they were driving around and they actually saw a rich, affluent black family doing the same thing that the white people were doing. So maybe it was introducing like the affluence of black culture in, like, you can still be a part of it. I don't know.
I don't understand people who think we were not the guys who we've been the people who
Right.
created
Who've been
this
on
from
this.
day one.
Yeah, man.
It's just that now they get to rewrite history and
yeah,
change things.
yeah.
But we
Yeah.
started this whole shit.
Facts only.
Yeah.
It was amazing to see guys
we
like
must
the
have
guys
been,
the guys who were dressed, but then obviously on the other side the guys who weren't dressed, there was
Weren't
really
dressed.
nothing to look at. I feel like men always be
Well-
like, we're visual creatures. Like, I want something nice to look at too. What you mean?
Which is me, not the fucking clothes.
the
when-
attire.
Usually when I look at a chick, I'm not looking at what she's dressed in.
Yeah, that because that's you think I'm
Yeah.
looking at a guy's butt. Like,
Yeah.
really, is that what I'm looking at?
I don't know, but I just,
That's not
I
what
just-
nah,
I
maybe
wouldn't
okay.
know.
Okay, in terms
If
of
I knew, it would be a problem, but I don't know. Let's just start over
Nah,
there.
I mean, when it comes to just
Dudes
grooming,
really
grooming
don't
is
see that,
sexy.
though.
Yeah,
Because, yeah, I can't remember what the event was. And then I'm like, oh, damn, okay, because it was happening like that week. And so I'm like, oh, now I have to go and buy clothes because I want to fit in. I want to
Exactly.
play the part.
Exactly.
And then they're like, nah, don't worry about it. Just show up like this. I'm like,
what? You know what? That sucks because I
I think
think
that's
people.
the other thing for us. Like, when we were going somewhere, like, we are going to the closet to find whatever is there. Not
which
buying
is
music.
fine. Which is fine.
So
But you
some
have
of
you
to
can
us
still
now
dress.
make it. You can still make it work. But then,
Right.
if you realize that you don't have whatever is required from the dress code, you
Holla
can
at your
just
boy.
buy.
Holla at your boy.
Wait,
holla at your boy. You don't have to buy. Like if something I'm gonna wear once,
then holla at your
No,
boy.
not once. No, I'm not with that. But you can put this shirt with this pants, and then it makes sense.
like I don't have a shirt. I remember the last time I needed to wear a shirt. I walked around at night looking for a shop that was open, and the one I could find, they fucking overcharged me because they knew I was desperate. Because it was a night. I don't have shirts.
Don't you go to like fancy things?
No,
or church?
Stay home.
Yeah.
Or a funeral.
Weddings,
I'm
something.
not going to church, and no, nigga, I'm not going to none of these places.
Just
Stay
have.
home.
You just need a
have one for
staple. Just
emergency.
one staple, exactly.
Yeah, just for emergency.
And just wear the same one for like 5 years.
Yeah, like there's one that I had. That's the
5
one.
years.
I've had it for. Hold on, my cousin got it for me. When? About 3-4 years ago. And he told me the price. I almost smacked the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Because nigga,
Yeah.
could have given that money
To
To charity.
I would have bought like 5 of them shits that
Oh my
look nice on me.
goodness.
You know what I mean? Like the price was crazy.
No,
To all the
classic-
fellas who are watching
a
this
cla-
right now, grooming is very sexy, okay?
A classic
Yo.
Spend
piece.
whatever.
A classic piece is a costly piece
Yeah.
because you can rewear it and it won't look like it was the last time. A classic piece is just that's what you're
You
paying
can
for.
rework it. That's why you're paying.
Well, I didn't really. For me, it was just. I'm sorry if Kuzo is watching, but it was just normal. That's why even like the last time I went to TZ, I went with it.
Someone who doesn't understand clothing is going to say
I
something like
lost
that.
the trouser, so I'm left with the coat.
Oh Lord.
Oh God, what a mess.
Oh my
don't really-
God.
But if I had the money and I was to buy my own shit, I would have been dripping.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I would have been dripping. Like,
Let me
drip,
just
drip.
say, let me also just
Drip,
say,
drip.
like in relation to that, the awards are coming up. I just
Yeah,
I saw
start
it's
talking about
8
that
weeks.
now.
Yeah, we've been telling guys like
If you want me to
the
look
dress
nice,
code
you know.
is formal, any color of your choice, and with a touch of gold. So
If you want me to look nice, buy it for me.
will you give me the money? You give me the money, I'll get it.
Nah, you don't want. You want me to look nice. Treat a nigga.
That ain't my problem.
Fuck is you talking?
You're the one who said like lock them out. So that's exactly show up in your hot 97 sweats and then I'll
Right?
be like, no, we're not allowing that. So yeah, that happened during the weekend Pulse Influencer Awards. That was on Saturday. On Friday, so many things were actually happening in the city. Steph Capella had a performance at Move. Mandy had her first live experience at K1 with Brida, Trio Mio, Furthermore, and a couple other guys. My siblings went and they said that they had like a lot of fun.
Okay.
And then there was an EU exchange program that was happening at Gote that had performances by GroovyJo, Kalamoto, and I guess a few other people. I'm saying this in passing because I meant to go, but then I pre-gamed a little too hard. So like I didn't even know what was happening on stage. But it was
GroovyJo
cool.
really
It was cool.
Groovy is really making those rounds.
Yeah. Musao is really stepping into his strap manager bag and like putting people together. You know, the conversation was they wanted Boutros to get in through the door, and then once he gets in, now they have like a chance for everyone else to also sit at the table, and I think that's what they're slowly doing right now. And it's beautiful to see, man. It's been a great experience. Oh, Kolo also performed at Fanisi last week on Wednesday. And that was also dope. The whole industry, like the old school guys came out. Nyashinsky came out. Nameless, Big Pin, Mr. Lenny, Musioka was
Nice.
there. Like yeah. It was great, and it was wonderful. Just having fun like that and celebrating Kolo with his 20 years in the game. So yeah, that's what was happening in my world.
Sorry.
As far as the entertainment scene in the weekend was concerned, I was still
Still running.
okay.
The charger wasn't there, so I was like,
It was gonna
yeah,
die.
if it dies, we are fucked. So I think this is a small part that you can just watch. Don't mind. It's YouTube. Let's not act like this is on fucking prime time.
This
TV.
ain't Hollywood?
This is not Hollywood, right? Because I see people like commenting on some little shit like, nigga, it's YouTube.
Yeah.
Sorry. Have fun. Enjoy the content and just have fun. Okay. So let's talk about some other shit.
Yes, let's
Your
get
boy
into
Breeder.
it.
I want to.
Oh Lord.
I want to shoot.
My boy Breeder.
I want to shoot at
First
him.
of like,
Oh,
okay.
I thought you guys were boys. I want to shoot at him. So when
What did you do?
when the whole Kali versus TZ rappers thing came out,
Yeah.
a bunch of people who were not involved got themselves involved,
Yeah.
and he was one of them. Put out a song, started dissing us Tanzanians about how we are not able to pronounce words. So he shot at somebody calling another person Bill Nazi instead of Bill Naz, which is just an accent that people have.
Yeah.
Even in Kenya, Kishis, Kambas, all people
Everyone.
have different. Everyone has a. So he shot at them for doing that, and then 2 lines down the song, he's like, "We're spitting bars." Fuck are you talking about spitting bars? So that do not this if you cannot, hold
Yeah, they
your own.
say take the
Yeah, don't throw stones if you live in a glass house or some shit like that. So if you
don't
can't
take
spit,
the splinter out of someone's eye before you take
With
the lung
the
out of
lung.
yours.
So TZ guys cannot say Bill Nas, they'll say Bill Nazi because that's how they pronounce shit. You say spitting bars, not spitting bars. Alright? I think that
was it? That's
that was it. Oh, the reason I brought it up is because all this is because people are trying to imitate the New York accent.
Yeah.
And apparently the New York accent has been voted as the number 1, like the worst accent in the world.
I mean, I can see it.
I can see
You can
it.
see it? So why are we
I
trying to
guess.
speak it? If it's the
It's very hard to imitate.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I think what Kenyans maybe think is like an American accent is if you enunciate your words right and you speak correctly, then you have an accent. And I don't think that's really that's really what it is. But for the New York accent being the worst, I could definitely
How?
see it.
I
I
think
think you should insert a clip here of someone just saying some New
dead
York
ass.
shit.
Yeah, dead ass.
Yeah, so boom, you got me on this corner looking real stupid because the shop is not even open. Like I've been here since 11. It's 11:30, baby. I'm gonna need you to really, you feel me, get here because your work don't even give 30-minute wait time. You understand? Like let's really talk about it. Like answer your phone, please. Like this is really unprofessional. Like that ass.
Stop playing with me.
Yeah, some New York shit. And then sometimes
Because I
like
feel like people saying that maybe they haven't had the Russians speak. They haven't had like people from Baltimore speak. They haven't had people from the South. The South is like
okay.
trash. Okay, not trash, but like
It's
I barely
heavy.
understand what they're saying.
Where's Glorilla from?
I think it's
From the south,
Yeah.
probably, yeah. Because she puts like R's in everything.
Yeah.
She says something like introducing the rapper Furniture or like
yeah.
That's probably just her style, though.
yo, Gloria is yeah.
Yeah, so for everyone, let's just first of all consider that English is not our language. Then the American one is not even English. That's a twisted version of English. And then our version of what we think is the American or British is also like all twisted.
Yeah.
So we all just, let's just get along. Stop dissing people for using languages that are not theirs. I've never had somebody diss the football managers from Premier League.
Yeah.
And they speak like
Garbage.
worse than my fucking little nephews.
Yeah.
It's new.
That's why you love them.
Because
To be
they
like
use-
these internationals are brought together by the beautiful game. That's why you love it.
They use, no.
The more they struggle, the more you're like,
Can't
this is
even speak
authentic.
it. Yeah,
They
yeah.
can't speak it. And then the funny thing is you hear somebody from here trying to speak like them, removing a couple of punctuations and removing words in from, their sentences.
Fake struggle.
Yeah. Come on, man. Let's not do that. Tuongee tu lugha ile si tunajua kama Kiswahili. Kiswahili yangu ni murwa kabisa, si ndio?
But not everyone can talk like that either.
Relax,
Exactly.
relax. Learn. This was
okay.
our language. Swahili was ours. So you get more props for being able to use ours
Yeah.
better than you use theirs.
Swahili really is though like
It's the sweetest.
a whatever, what's it called? A culmination of a bunch of other languages.
Languages.
Like It borrows heavily from.
But realistically, we don't
like
talk
Arabic.
that right now. You don't leave this door and then start talking like.
Yo,
Like
I
me?
hung
Yeah.
out.
Are you
I
dissing
hung
me?
out. I hung out with Swahili niggas this past weekend,
Yeah.
and that's how they talk.
Sindio.
Yeah, but between each other,
I'm just
between
like,
each other, if they go
yo.
to the kiosk down the street, you think people are gonna understand what the hell they're saying?
Yeah,
Not
okay,
really.
then yeah, but like that's because they're in Nairobi. If you
Yeah.
go down to the
Exactly.
coast,
So this is
then
our reality.
If you go down to the coast, that's how they really speak. You know,
a friend of mine almost
this is
like,
how they talk.
That's
a
why
friend of mine-
coast
a friend
says
of
in
mine
coast.
almost beat the shit out of somebody else because of
Why?
the way Swahili guys talk. You know the way they exaggerate.
Yeah.
So we're in a bus. This guy is telling a story. Story imeshika alafu he's like, hey, mamako nakwambia hii. Sijui. So my friend is like, wewe mbona unanitusi? Wewe mbona unanitusi? Sijakutusi, mimi nakwambia mamake hiyo ni. So he doesn't understand. This guy is trying to add like some spices.
Like, yeah.
He's not, but you know.
Not
Swahili
everyone gets
Swahili can
it.
be
Those
nice.
who get it.
Yeah, those who get it.
Yeah.
So we're not spitting bars, we're spitting
Oh my
bars.
God! Can you leave the kid alone? Shout out to Breeder for actually
Anyone
getting in
who
a
comes
fight.
at TZ, you're coming at me.
Ah,
So
come on.
I'm replying.
Those
Wachana na
TZ,
Tanzania.
those TZ niggas couldn't even hold their own, and
What do you
were,
mean?
I mean, the people.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Hold on.
The heavy hitters who were supposed to represent for the culture, like didn't do anything.
But
They
the
didn't
youngins-
step
Yeah,
up
yeah,
to
yeah.
the
But
plate.
the
So
youngins-
we shouldn't be talking about
If
them.
the
Like,
youngins did it, then, you know.
come on,
The youngins did it.
come on.
Sorry, they did it. The bars was heavy. Everything was nice.
Okay,
Let's
okay,
bias.
okay.
Let's moving on swiftly. Let's not.
Because people want, you know.
Let's not go back there. Let's not go back there. You remember this conversation that we were having about how it costs money to actually get some box, and I saw like a few people in the comment section were like mad because we said, yeah, if you're broke, you shouldn't be out here trying to like guys were like, oh my God, I'm not spending my money on trash. I'm like,
Oh yeah, I think I saw that.
that comes from a broke person.
Didn't you laugh?
Because I
Didn't you
did.
laugh?
I laughed because only broke people speak like that.
Yeah.
People who actually have money don't
You're
give a fuck
showing
what
your
you
true
do.
colors. You're
Yes,
just showing us how
exactly.
broke you are.
You're actually agreeing with us
Yeah.
when we say Kenyan men are stingy. They ain't got shit. So anyway, right now there's like a quote unquote like pandemic or some shit, like a serious situation in Bomet County because there's a rise of prostitutes right now. The T bonuses are right around the corner. And they're saying like the nightlife is popping a little too much right now.
That's usually what happens.
And the moms and wives are just like, oh my God, our sons and our husbands are just gonna be involved in this whole situation. And then the people who are the officers are like, when you get your bonus, do something for yourself, do something dope. But the men know. You see, even tea farmers.
I remember.
No.
I remember something like that something like that happened in TZ a couple of years ago. Actually, not that long ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, where like the authorities had to be involved. Like during the bonuses, when the time guys are getting the bonuses, like
Everything's popping.
cops used to go into like bars to
Yeah.
arrest niggas. Like, what have you done for your family that you are here?
You're out here drinking.
Yeah, because
Yo.
guys used to get the bonus, disappear for like a week.
You
You
spend
don't see
everything.
them. They don't even, you don't even come home for like that one night. You just disappear for a week.
Yeah.
By the time you come back home, you have
You're
nothing.
nothing.
You have nothing.
Yo.
Yeah.
Financial
So-
literacy is like an actual problem, you know?
That's not about literacy. That's people who have been suppressed. Now it's Christmas time. We eat.
But still, literacy has something to do with it because, like, if you're financially aware, then you'll be like, let me divide my money. I still have money for
Realistically,
hoes.
I don't think
and,
it
you know,
matters even what's here.
But maybe the whole
Financially, you're on. When it's bonus time, it's bonus time. That means it's party time.
It's like salary.
So maybe the one you were eyeing needs a little bit more than
you had budgeted
Yeah,
for.
exactly. So you take the
But
whole
that's
thing.
why
'Cause
when
there's
you win the
another nigga
lottery, they hand it to you in increments because they know you're just gonna go and blow
Do
it.
some shit.
Just
yeah.
give my money.
See?
Give me my money.
So you're the first one
What
who's gonna go dead
listen,
broke.
What I do with it is my money.
You see, now that's the problem
Yeah.
because like
For them,
we're
yeah.
out in the shamba and
Yeah.
then the kids are not going to school.
Yeah.
That's why kids in the village don't have shoes to wear because you know you get a little bit of money.
Yeah, you drink
There's
it.
no restraint. You know, we're going to spend it on whatever it is that you wanted to spend it on before you got the money, like going to the candy store and just running wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, people in Bomet County. I'm for, like, you know, promote local businesses. Like these women definitely need, they're working.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I'm
a
sure
very,
even them, they have a vice. When they receive the money from the bonuses, they also splurge on some other shit. Like
they
buy
probably like shoes and hair, but also take care of like their 3 babies.
Yeah. Women are not as
like you might do that, but then you still remember I have to send my mom some money.
Whereas dudes will not remember. They'll be like, we have a kid number 11. When did that happen?
When did they? For sure, for real. No, it's not. It's facts. It's facts.
Okay.
It's facts.
Bomet. So what is the county government doing about it? Are they implementing any, you know?
I don't think, I mean, are they really going to do anything about it? They're just going to be like, okay, we have given you.
When that shit was happening in this other side where people were getting drunk, I think the government stepped in.
Was it Moranga or
Yeah, Moranga, one of those places.
Yeah.
Government kind of stepped in. They were like closing down bars and them.
Shit.
Yeah. So
maybe
you can just go to the whole
now
house and close them.
Maybe now, like, after the bonuses are actually given out, then you will notice, like, maybe a lot more people are getting arrested and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it will be on the news. Wrong place, wrong time type situation.
Yeah.
But, like, biz, watch out for hustle, man.
I mean, prostitution is illegal. So that's where they should stop it. Not when people are enjoying, but when they're going out to do, you know.
But then how do you tell that this is not my girlfriend?
Because there's regulars. Like the same girl who was with this dude last week is with you now.
Yeah.
But it can be in a polygamous or whatever.
Speaking of, actually, Kenya held like a polygamy conference. Right now, there's like been conversation about legalizing that again, and then now men can. Legal. Is it? Yeah. It's still legal, or
you have to, when you go for a marriage certificate, you have to certify
that
like
you
have
take
to state
care
it.
of.
Yeah, sorry, you have to state it. But then once you said it, then there's no argument.
Yo, in this economy where men are complaining about not having any money, what are you doing? Taking on extra responsibility of having another wife.
collective responsibility. Like if we're 3 of us.
Right,
we can handle shit better than it's just.
I agree with it. I'm for it.
Hold on,
I'm for it.
But listen,
I'm just saying, Ruby. Listen, when it's 3 of us, we can, bring our little thingies and put them together.
I agree, but I don't think people are really looking at it from maybe I don't know. Most of the people who are getting like a second wife are looking at it from come here and handle house things. I don't think they're looking at it from extra income. Like we need extra money.
No, that's okay. An extra pair of hands.
But then when they call it what? It has a name.
For what?
Where like your intended results, something extra comes with it, becomes like a bonus. Right?
Okay.
So I was looking for bucks, but here's some no income that can support the family.
First of all,
what?
I feel like if you're going to be polygamous, you just need to have like the income to sustain it.
Yeah.
I don't think it should be
why should it be on the man alone though?
Because that's literally the man's role is to be like a provider and
I'm okay being in a situation that is like one woman to several dudes. That's okay too. Is that what you're arguing about?
Huh?
Are you being like
if one woman? Yeah, you see what you say?
That has never been.
Now that we're talking about it,
that has never been part of any culture, civilization, or.
I beg to differ, but
I've never heard of like a place where I've seen one case where like there was a woman who had like 2 husbands and they lived in the same house.
I mean, this is not unheard of.
It's not unheard of.
There's been one woman. There's been another situation I saw with one woman, and then she had one of the guys was her husband, and then the other one was her boyfriend, and then she also wanted to introduce another boyfriend into the situation, and they were all like, "Yeah, like she's fun, she's cool." That's one woman, 4 men. Like,
Yeah, it makes him deeply uncomfortable
Yeah.
to even think that this is the thing. It's a thing,
it's kind
and
of
of course,
It
no one
is.
talks about it
One of us
loudly.
has to be like,
Yeah,
one of us has to be like the guy, and then the others, including the men.
so
the
what?
bitches.
Yeah.
When you say one of us has to
Me,
be the
nigga.
guy.
Me.
No. We get it. Physically, you are the guy.
One-
But what
yeah.
does that mean? What does
It
that
means
mean?
like when I need a cup of tea, one of you niggas go get me the tea. And when it's time to massage this woman, it's me.
But
But when it's time to go do some other shit, go
no.
make a cup of
But
tea.
listen, you as the guy, what are you bringing to the table?
Relax, dick.
Come on, man. You see, this is where we get the problem. Like, women are expected, give me this, provide, give me that. But then the fellas are like, I'm just a man, and that's all. Like, that's all that's required.
All I'm
to
saying
bring
is, if there are 2 other guys, their roles should be specified. Wewe ni wa kwenda kununua vibiriti, wewe ni wa kutengeneza chai, mimi ni wa kungurumisha hii machine.
well, there's gonna be no deal.
Nah, it's
Then what's the point of staying?
Then
What's the point?
It's not an equal relationship. Then it's not gonna work. But you know the good thing is
What?
the people there's people who are watching this and they're cool with an arrangement like that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm cool with that. Imagine like you
Yo,
don't
let's
have,
not do this.
there's no like stress. There's no like, oh, I have to do this for my husband or I have to do it now.
Yeah.
Like there's no stress. Like you can,
But this is what Zach
can
is.
share the burden.
This is what Zach wants.
Yeah.
Like if I say make me up, like
I mean,
all
there's
this
no
time
way-
and
like,
all of
there's
this, he
no-
still can't make himself a cup of tea.
All I'm saying is, basically, the gist of the whole thing is to say those 2 other niggas are not
Yeah.
needed in this motherfucker. Like, you will not.
But like they're the house, the house,
Skedaddle.
the servants.
Be out. Yes.
Listen, I have no problem with like that. Fix me a cup of tea or whatever. If you're doing everything possible to make my life comfortable, like if I'm happy as hell, I have everything I need. I have everything I want. The bedroom relations are
Then
good
if
and
you have
whatever.
everything,
That's fine.
It's fine
But like
for
we,
2
you,
other chicks to come in, not some guy.
Yeah. That's fine. Whatever
right?
your agreement is, it
Yeah.
just seems to
Otherwise,
make more
there's
like
sense
be
to have
be
multiple.
able to handle. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
it's not just we're in a situation
Yeah.
and then the 3 of
When
us
I'm
need
ready to handle
every night during dinner time we're all asking ourselves, so what are we gonna eat tonight?
Okay, so we're not doing
Nah,
that. No,
exactly.
Of course not with me. But there are some other niggas out there that do that. So
Yes.
that's cool.
Bum ass.
Yeah,
niggas.
that's your cup of tea. You are welcome. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not telling you how to live your life.
Yo.
I'm just telling you how mine would be. There will not be any other nigga in the house unless he wants to be the shamba boy.
in the house, but it's okay outside.
Yeah, just do it outside.
Okay, fine. Outside. I mean, it's still.
And let me not hear your
still-
voice. You speak when you're spoken to.
Yeah.
Yo!
I feel you.
You have to be like a king or some shit
Yo.
for you to pull some shit off like that.
Yeah, because by the time I'm getting to that point, I know I'm the guy. I'm him, right?
Yeah,
I can't
I'm
do-
him is a lot of things that men I think are just not ready for or willing to provide or like saying I'm the nigga of the household. I don't know, call me traditional, but I feel like if a man is going to be claiming that, then that means my work here is to like take care of you.
Yeah.
And then your work is to take care of me, which means like I won't be out in the streets. I have dinner, I have lunch, I'm dressed, my kids are going to the school. Like, you know, I don't have anything to worry about. But then if the question about what you bring to the table is something that still arises, then there's no I'm him moment for me there. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's all jokes. When I'm saying shit, it's all jokes. Don't take it seriously.
Nah, he's serious.
Don't take it seriously.
He's
Don't
serious.
think you're gonna come to my house and like, yo, Zach, remember what you said at the podcast that I can bring a dude as long as he doesn't come to the house? No, nigga. I was playing. It was for podcasting.
Yo, what's else? Oh, the El Nino.
Yeah.
El Nino is coming. Apparently, they're saying, and
You need to
Nairobi
buy boats.
County. Yeah, seriously, like, come
buy
on,
some,
man.
Let's buy some boats. Let's buy some boats.
So what? Like,
You
what
guys.
is the purpose?
I was thinking about this, right? So they're inflatable boats. Because in the event that, are you laughing at me? Because we know that Nairobi has no drainage, right? So rather than fix the goddamn drainage, it makes sense to buy boats.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Because for sure people are going to die. For sure, people gonna be stranded.
Because when you're talking of drainage, we're talking about like the regular rainy season. That's
So
drainage.
now, exactly.
When it's El Nino, even with like good drainage, we will still have to deal with like overflow of water.
Yeah.
So that's where the boats come in.
Yeah.
But still, the
Let's
point
say-
is valid. If the small rains fuck us up,
Yeah.
El Nino is definitely going to put us in a
That's where
position where
this-
we're like super unprepared.
Yeah.
That's
And I
why-
can't believe the preparation
Is to buy
instead
a
of
boat.
like, exactly is to buy boats. You already know this
Listen-
thing is coming.
Oh, but you've already answered the whole thing by yourself. You're saying the little rain that comes fucks us up. So somebody has the vision to know that this big one
Will really fuck us up.
Will really fuck us up. We need boats.
Rather,
We need to be
rather than to
serious.
fix the problem of infrastructure that's putting us in this position to begin with.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's
Like
ridiculous.
boats can't be the only like this solution, and then
Yeah.
this was signed off. Everyone is like, okay, yes, that's what we're gonna
Yeah.
do.
Listen,
we're gonna buy.
This
This sounds dumb as fuck.
Listen. I know it's dumb, right? But the economy is fucked up. Things are going to happen where you're going to need a job, right?
Yeah.
If you are visionary right now, start building boats.
Right? Or
start
a
building
boat,
boats.
a-
Unless they have a tender to buy them from some Chinese guy somewhere, start building boats. They'll
School
buy
for
them
boat driving.
Yes,
Whatever you call
exactly.
it.
And then they'll come and buy it from you because now
Yeah.
you can put pressure on them. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
sir, this is what you wanted. We have boats.
Yeah.
They're locally made. This is creating employment.
Sustainable boats.
Exactly.
You
And
know-
I have a very interesting way of building boats. By the way, if you want lessons, come talk to
Use
me.
the plastic bottles. Can
Yeah.
solve all the problems
You
at the
can
same
just tie
time?
it.
You know for a fact by the time that they're giving this solution, they've already paid for that shit.
For the
Yeah.
To one of their friends
Yeah, it's too
or
late.
the sons. Like it's
just
that's
making
done.
noise.
They're just letting you
Yeah.
know in
But
advance that
What?
After laughing at the news when it made headline news or whatever, and then I'm thinking, wait, I've heard this story before about a man who builds a boat
Yeah.
and saves the planet.
Yeah.
Sounds a lot like Noah.
Noah.
Yeah.
But everyone was laughing, right? So I don't want to laugh because if this shit's gonna go down, I don't want to laugh.
Yeah, but if this guy does it better than Noah,
Who did it better than Noah?
no, I'm saying
this nigga got
if-
instructions from God. Or
no,
some
this
shit.
guy
I
can
don't
do it. Yeah, a guy got instructions from God and God. He put every animal in the boat.
Yeah.
Even bedbugs, my nigga. Like,
Yeah.
come on. Let's
No
roaches,
discrimination.
roaches, bedbugs.
They were made for a reason.
Nah, no. Come
Yeah,
on,
they
let's-
were all made by God. They were all God's creatures.
Let's
you can't
not-
decide because
Who's
otherwise,
more worthy
This guy
of
is going to build better boats and only going to bring the animals that are supposed to be in there.
yeah, politicians.
Politicians.
So I'm trying to book my ticket. Yeah? On the SS Noah, I'm gonna be on there.
y'all
the
niggas
SS
dissed
Ark.
the government a couple of weeks ago saying you could never find me in that situation. Now you gonna see.
Yeah.
But they're building boats.
Not for
I need
y'all,
salvation.
not for regular folk. They'll be like, "Oh, okay." That's when you're coming in through the doors, like
But imagine if
pearly gates, and they're like, "Oh, didn't you say this on podcast with no name? Didn't you say that you don't fuck with the government? Just swim, my nigga.
But
You gonna
yeah,
be fine."
That's another
I don't
thing.
know
How many
about
of
y'all.
us know how to swim? Can you swim?
I have my tickets.
You can swim?
Not in a flood.
But if you're dying, you gotta serve
Nah,
yourself.
listen. If I can swim, like just basics.
Yeah, so-
if we're in a flood and shit,
So I think that's
just-
also another
I'm
thing.
finna die.
Sakaja, you need to give niggas like some swimming lessons. Give us some,
This same government that wants to tax schools for physical exercises and swimming pools and shit.
tax them out.
There was like when we were talking about the blank levy, yeah,
Yeah.
tape something.
Yeah.
I saw that Ruto and the government, they were planning to start taxing schools for PE classes. So like swimming pools and like football and clubs and
niggas are
shit.
looking for this
This
money,
nigga
bro.
is looking for this bag everywhere. So
Everywhere.
if you start talking about Sakaja, please swimming classes for everyone, they're gonna be like, so how much you got? Like, granted, this is what the government is supposed to do, take care of you.
Here's the irony: is that it was part of the CBC curriculum. Like they give you these weird projects to do, which is cool. But not if one of the projects is now go to your pool and measure in the deep end. Blah blah blah. Like which pool?
Yeah.
We don't even have drinking water. Which pool?
Seriously. Guys don't even have food, man.
Yeah. So it's just a conundrum. It's a fuck up.
It's a very strange situation.
Yeah,
What
so
else has been happening out here?
I mentioned bedbugs.
Oh, yeah.
There's there's
In France?
in France, so niggas will not be in France. Like you know how we're scared of like
Already, like France doesn't have the greatest review.
why?
They say it's smelly, it's dirty.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought that was like the love capital of the world.
that's
Probably why. It's probably
if you actually check like people with actual reports about what's actually happening on the ground in Paris, it's not the cleanest of places. They're not the friendliest of people.
Okay, the friendliest I know. It's not
Yeah,
about
I
being
mean it's
friendly.
French. Yeah,
I think they are friendly. It's just that they prefer to speak their language. So for somebody who does not speak French,
I mean you know French people are highly racist, right? It's almost like Germans.
really.
Yeah.
But
This is why
okay, so in the hotel
They say
industry,
that if anybody from France watching,
in the hotel industry though, they're notorious. Even our hotels, they have bed bugs,
Yeah.
but you don't publicize that, of course, so
Yeah.
no one would ever go.
Yeah.
You just sweep that shit literally under the
no,
rug.
but this one was looking like crazy. This
Yeah,
one
this is an
was
outbreak.
There was an outbreak.
Yeah.
You know when you see like a couple and then they, you know,
I guess I
but
wasn't
when
surprised
they were
after seeing
lifting
that.
the mattress and you're seeing
Like a bunch
that's
of
like
them.
a fucking alien invasion. I was
Yeah.
like,
The worst, the
whoa.
thing that gives me the creeps though is that if I got bitten in this hotel and then that was done, take a shower and leave, but they follow you, they get into your luggage, they get in your
Yeah.
socks and your
In
hair.
Yeah, them
Then the
shits
next thing
is-
they're in your house?
them
Nah.
shits is bad.
If
You
this
can't
was-
get rid of them. Like trust me when I
Yeah.
tell
Just
you,
burn everything.
they are bad.
You'd have to.
There are ways to get rid of them, but it will take you a couple months.
Yeah.
I
If
dealt
this,
with them.
If this shit happened in like Africa or even Nairobi, that this would be talked about a lot more than it is being talked about right now. Because it's Paris. It's like, oh my God, this is strange. Yeah.
It's the same thing with the rats in New York. They got like giant, you know, the big ones that even scare cats. Like cats see them and be like, no, nigga, I'm
You know,
out.
New York also experiences the same problems that we do with the flooding and stuff. Like you'll see a video and be like, "Oh my God, is that Nairobi?" And it's like, "Nah,
Nah, this is downtown.
this
is downtown
this is
New
New
York.
York City." So, it's a pandemic everywhere.
Yeah.
Right?
Cities are just in general, they're just dirty, they're prone to floods, they're just terrible.
I think the only place that really takes, and it's going to sound like but Japan, like Tokyo is the only, like people say, that's where it is. They clean everything.
Yeah.
They have a schedule
Yeah.
for cleaning the trains when they arrive, when they're, you know.
Even the bathrooms, like the public toilets, are self-cleaning. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, Tokyo and Japan is just a very,
different.
very
Like
clean
the
country.
toilets, even the public toilets have bidets. So
And
want
it's
people
a
to clean their booty
it's a
holes.
culture. It's a culture that has been
clean your
has
booty
been
hole before you leave the house.
reinforced
Yeah.
into like
So-
the citizens and stuff. So they know you can't. There's no littering. You have to like observe the traffic lights. Even there's nothing. Even if
Actually,
there's
what is
nothing
the littering
happening.
situation? Because you know how they have all these vending machines and stuff? All of that comes in packaging.
Yeah.
So what is their littering situation? Because I
There's-
doubt that it's that efficient.
There's trash cans
Cans
literally everywhere. But then you know also when the people know that dropping this is wrong,
It's
you will
wrong,
carry it with you
until
until
where-
the next spot that you find.
Because it's you will be shamed.
Yeah.
Remember, like watching Game of Thrones when that woman was being hit with things in the streets. That's how they'll look at you. Like
Honestly,
if
it's
you throw something, and they'll look at you like, "What
Yeah.
the fuck? Are you a human being?" Like
true story.
Yeah, so
As far as your eyes can see, like that place is just
super clean.
too clean.
Yeah.
Too
but
fucking
it's too
clean.
congested. I guess it's the
Yeah.
most congested
Right?
city in the world.
And they
Yeah.
still have homeless people. Like it's not perfect.
Yeah.
It's close. If that's your thing, if you want robots running things for you. But it's not perfect.
Speaking of Japan, actually, I saw these Vox Pops, right? Someone was in the streets and they were talking to some Japanese women and they were like, "Yo, would you be comfortable with your partner maybe like sleeping with a prostitute and stuff?"
Oh, I know that
And
guy.
then apparently like prostitution in Japan is a very
Normal.
accepted, like they were like, "Oh, I wouldn't mind it if he told me. I wouldn't mind it if there were no emotions attached. I wouldn't mind it if he did it for a good reason. Like
What
maybe he
is a
wanted
good reason?
like companionship." I'm like, "Girl, isn't that what you're
What your
supposed
job
to
is?
like?" Then they're like, oh, it might be strange, but then I think a lot of men would also enjoy that.
I know that guy's channel. He's a very interesting guy. It's called Takashi or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he interviews like a lot of.
Isn't that the most Japanese name?
No, it's not a 6'9".
Like saying, I think he's called John or something.
No, his name is Takashi. Because Takashi is a Japanese name.
Yeah.
So he has a channel where he interviews like foreigners who live in Japan, Japanese kids who have like half their parent is Japanese and another.
Yeah.
Then once in a while now you'll have like Japanese people.
I used to speak Japanese at one point in my life.
Really? Konnichiwa?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Konnichiwa.
For real?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I even went to like Japan and shit.
Really?
For real?
I'm not even
That's
playing.
so cool.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Shit,
were
that's
you
on
in
my
Japan?
bucket list.
We're in Tokyo.
Really?
Yeah. And then we went to some city outside of Tokyo called Yamagata. So obviously like the bullet trains and shit, like honestly that was also culture shock for me. Getting into the public toilet, they stop. But it's like you're at the airport, but it's a public restroom. They have enough tissue, like it's clean as fuck.
See, African
I'm
problems.
just and I think that the part that got to me was this is a public toilet and there was no one manning it. Out here they'd be like public toilet, but then you have to pay to get in, and still you get in and it's like I don't know, ain't shit to be protected in here, literally. But like, but then when you go out there, I think they're very cultured and very civilized.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously very racist also.
No, they're not.
They're
Okay, so there's one. I think there's a difference between racist and
homogenous, but I feel like you
because
are
like if you have certain clubs that even within the country where it accepts like a certain age of people only, you understand? Because of whatever the culture they have, anybody else trying to go in there, it's disrespectful. Like, just don't do it.
Yeah.
So I think how expressing that also becomes a bit hard because I don't speak English.
Yeah.
But I don't think a lot of these situations, especially in the rural areas, it's not about racism. It's just like, this is our culture. We like that you're here, but there's a point you can't go past because even for us,
there's points
there's points we also don't go because maybe we haven't achieved the goals that those people have achieved to get there.
I don't think a lot of those like Asians or whatever have
it's not
really interacted with like black people
that
enough
much,
to even understand.
Some of them become curious, and then of course if you're from, especially the people who call them racist, always guys who come from America, people who always feel like if somebody's looking at you, there's a problem.
You know what? In this day, I understand your point 100% because I feel like that would be here too. But in this day and age, if you have access to a TV and you don't know what a black person is or what black people can achieve, but you're still denying them, that's racism.
I think they're very much about their culture.
Yes.
Like they're self-sustained, so they don't really need a lot from outside.
Yeah.
If you're looking at Tokyo, you're going to get something from Tokyo. They're not necessarily looking for like, oh, we need a white savior, we need this and that.
Yeah.
So I think then they're comfortable. Let's say maybe ignorance is bliss then. They're comfortable in their not knowing because they have everything they need anyway. Because I remember in some places, this was before I even learned, like literally the reason I learned how to use chopsticks is because we went to a restaurant and I was like, oh my God, fork and knife, something. And they're like, only for the kids. So like the whole restaurant, first of all, I'm the only black person in there. Everybody is looking at me like... No, they were
clowning you. They just wanted to see. What are you going to do? Nah.
I ate, but then that night I was like, nah, nigga, I'm going to learn how to use chopsticks tonight. Like, it did work. Would go everywhere, would go anywhere, and people would just look at me. They would look at my hair. Like,
especially in the rural area.
What is this?
Like they've never seen... So it's curiosity more than being racist. But if you're from Africa, you will understand that. But if you're from America, like, why is she looking at me? You understand? Like it's those people who always...
Why is she staring at me?
Exactly.
Spitting.
Yeah, like, you got a problem with me? What?
Spitting bars. Why is she spitting bars?
Oh my God.
Anyway, like, but I could be wrong.
I think
I've never been there, but like my whole, like half of my family has connections.
Yeah.
So I know it from that side.
Yeah.
So maybe there's another side that
Yeah. So maybe that's why you're quick to defend.
Yeah,
Because
maybe.
obviously everybody's different. But I think.
But also from what I've seen, like even from TV shows, from
Come on,
documentaries,
TV shows?
from documentaries. I'm not just saying TV shows, like documentaries.
I feel like I've been to Japan. I watch a lot of YouTube.
Yeah, like there's a lot of things that you see.
I feel like even with the racist experience, not everyone is going to be like, oh yeah, it's
Was
super
it,
fucking racist and it's been terrible.
For me, racist
Like,
is when somebody calls me a monkey. That's it. Like everything else, like something you would do to somebody of your race, you do it to me. I'm not gonna see it as racist.
yeah, for sure. For
As long
sure.
as you don't call me a monkey, you don't start flashing bananas when you see me, then we're good.
Yeah, the people are very cool. Well, they were very chill.
Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing people forget. Like there are people who are just dicks. Mm-hmm. So,
It's not about you being black.
yeah, it's
or
not about
white.
you being black. He's a dick. He just woke up in the morning. His wife did what? Now he's pissed
just
at
an
the whole
asshole.
world. He's an asshole, kicking things all over the place.
Yeah,
nigger.
Oh wait, the Drake album dropped. Oh God.
What? You liked it? Corinne
Could not
Hold-
stop.
like-
Yo.
I love it.
No, listen, I have
Christ.
questions. And Corinne, this is going to sound like I'm attacking you, but I'm not.
Come for me.
I'm just I'm
ready.
asking.
Let's go.
When you say this album
It's knocking.
is knocking, where did
It's
you
like,
get it from?
I love Drake
Yeah,
at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Because I had just come from Dilly's studio, and so we were going through everything, and I'm like, oh my God, this is why I think I was excited. Because I didn't expect for it to be good. Like I've become accustomed to people gas people up too much, right? So I don't want to hear, don't gas to me, don't tell me until I've heard it. So when I heard it, I was pleasantly surprised. I'm like, yeah, he still got it.
On the first
He still
listen?
got it. Yeah, on the second listen, yeah.
Do you want us to go? Should
No,
we
that's
go?
okay, because you've been hating.
Should we go?
It's okay, go for it.
Okay,
Go.
so
On the count of three, before you say anything, on the count of three, I want you guys to help me say these words. Right?
what?
Basura.
I need-
1, 2, 3. Let's go. Basura.
Corinne is like, nah, she ain't gonna do it. But for real, at first I felt like it was long as fuck, and then I didn't feel like there was anything special in it. It felt like a compilation of singles to me. Yeah, like Drake is rapping, but like some of the lines are corny. I mean, what did we expect? This is Drake.
Right?
Yeah.
Corny.
When we watched when 8 a.m. in Charlotte dropped and we talked about it, I was like excited, right? Because Slime You Out, I didn't realize was on the project. That one still, I said it already before. I didn't. It was made for me.
Bitch,
And
I
then
say
when-
what I said. I'm going to be quoting Doja Cat this whole podcast because she is a...
Yo.
Anyway, so let's...
So 8 a.m. in Charlotte, I was like, okay, fine. I'm very interested to hear what's up. But then we get into the project, and I'm like, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't feel like it was. Oh my God,
Yeah. So, unfortunately...
Drizzy Drake in his prime shit. Yeah, it was pretty normal for me. Zach even thinks Doja Cat has a better album.
Way better album. Like, bitch.
Yeah, a more exciting
I
album,
said
but that's
about
because
us.
she's got less albums under her belt. Does that make sense?
Okay, but I'm just saying, for me, like, if I'm looking for something to listen to, I think I'll find more joints from her album that I can listen to than Drake. Drake, apart from the 8 a.m. in Charlotte, there's nothing else I can listen to. Even the J. Cole joint is not the bop I usually
that's
listen
a
to.
bop.
That's not my
What?
bop. Yes,
That's super. Oh,
Cole kind of went
turn
off.
up.
There were like a couple of lines there that I found very interesting, but that's about it. Like those.
Oh wait, we definitely should talk about Fear of Heights when he's trying to go at
A$AP
Rihanna and ASAP.
I don't know what they did to him, but
I mean, definitely, this man has the woman that he's always wanted, so like he's still salty.
so
about
what?
it. women, please don't let these niggas tell you any different. You run the fucking world. This man is still crying about this box 7-8 years later, and then the
You
fact
missed
that.
that boat. Like, you missed the boat.
Come on, like, let it go. Not only
But
does
she
she
out here
have one
looking
kid
good.
with this man that
2.
you think is lower than you. She has 2 whole ass
2.
kids. She hasn't released her album in forever because she's now focusing on
This
family.
nigga
Like,
shows
like,
up in
just let
every
her
fucking
go.
event she's in. He's
Let her
always
go.
there.
Let her go. And then the first line when he's like, oh, they keep acting like I'm still on you.
Yes, you
like,
are.
Exactly. He sounds tight as fuck right off the rip. Like, come on, man. Relax.
Yeah, that was too much.
But also knowing Drake and you know, we're in the era of cloud, it might have just been a record to be like, okay, let me see if there's going to be some type of response. I don't think he was necessarily. I don't think even Rihanna is checking for this dude anymore.
It's probably a little bit of both, right? He's still kind of in denial that somebody said
He's
no.
definitely.
Rihanna was looking for
Somebody
real.
said no to me.
And then he's like, I had better bitches than you. Nigga,
Then
stop
Rihanna,
the
stop,
cat.
just stop.
Stop the cat.
Stop. The whole of Toronto doesn't have better bitches. Come on, relax.
Come on, don't play like
Relax.
that.
Rihanna is
like,
God.
It's okay to be tight about,
Yeah,
you know,
look
like
for
a
the
lover,
second
but
best.
then honestly,
Look for the second best.
You know,
Or find a lookalike or something.
Kanye said there's 3 stages in a man's life: birth, losing a bad bitch, death. And Drake is in the in the second. Yeah.
So Ruto kind of like did a remix to that. That was a remix.
Wait,
Mambo ni matatu.
Mambo ni matatu. Yeah.
Because the last one is death, right? Like
Yeah. Exactly.
he also said that
he's
his
going
last
to.
was death. The first 2 are the one that were being remixed.
Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah. So Drake is still salty about that. I think what Joe Budden said on the podcast was like factual.
I didn't hear that. Hey, I just saw the response.
Yeah,
I also just saw the response and I was like, I agree with Drake. If like Joe Budden is talking shit about the album, then he definitely shouldn't be talking shit about the album because I mean, come on, for real. He had a rap career. It didn't blow up the way he thought. Slaughterhouse wasn't that. Like, if you're
I feel
a real
like it's
hip-hop
lame
head,
to say now because everyone who comes against Joe says the same thing, right? So
but I
feel
mean,
like we've heard it.
I mean, if it's facts, it's facts.
It's facts.
But
But now he's bigger than he would ever have been as a rapper, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, you should feel, you know, pathetic.
on the
but
podcast though, like Joe Budden didn't say like
Anything
terrible shit. He
about
actually
the
said
album.
like
It was very constructive.
He's still
Okay.
a Drake stan or whatever.
constructive.
Yeah.
What do you say?
He just said from like the general sense of the whole thing is like this was a dope album, but not what
Not right now.
not the one I expected as Joe Budden at his age. You understand?
At Joe's age or Drake's age?
At both of them.
Okay.
Because he's expecting them to grow. Like he gave an example of Cole and Drake. Before Cole was rapping about his virginity, he didn't expect him to rap about that
Come on, man.
You understand? So just
okay.
His bars haven't grown yet.
So and he was bigging up the album from start to finish.
Okay.
He only had a thing to say about the Rihanna joint, like why are you shooting at these niggas at this time? And he also talked about the Cole joint where he felt like J. Cole outshined Drake in a situation where it shouldn't happen because they've been comparing the 3 of you for the last I don't know how many years, Cole, Kendrick, and Drake.
And
so when
also
you're in the
because
booth
Cole has
with
been
one of
having
these niggas,
features.
sound like you are in the booth with one of them. So that's all he said. It wasn't really like that. It didn't warrant the kind of response that Drake gave.
I shouldn't ask you because you're a Joe fan.
I'm not a Joe fan.
Ruby,
I'm a
was it
podcast
said badly?
fan.
No, actually, for real, I do.
Your opinion is null and void.
No. For real,
I hate Joe's takes on music every time. Joe, his other guy, what's his name? Ice. Ish Kidogo, but Ish doesn't like Nas, so I'm like, fuck him as well. Like, but I'm still a fan. So the music take I will never like agree with.
Okay.
At all. Never. I'm just saying never. Because even their top 10 or their top 5 doesn't appear on my top 100. So we will never be on the same.
Yeah, Joe actually said it's a dope album.
He said it was a dope album. He just had the criticism on there.
You see, you're not gonna like every song on an album, right? Yeah. But like collectively,
so
it was like
yeah.
it was a
so the
dope
only thing I
album.
would say that maybe
Love
Drake
the
took personal was the fact that they they were making jokes. It's a fucking podcast. So where they say the album is supposed to be for the dogs, but it's not for the dogs. It's for the pups. Because, the little dogs will like it. It's not like the grown dogs. It's not
Actually,
for Cujo.
you know what? I agree there.
Yeah, it's not for the Cujos of this world. So anyway,
I really, after 8 a.m. in Charlotte, I really expected that the whole album would be like that.
and that,
But then I also didn't expect that album. Like, I know when I go back to it, I'll be like, oh my God, bops here and there. But like I said, it honestly feels like a compilation of singles to me. And I guess right now that can be influenced by, streaming culture. You want every song to appear on whatever playlist. And that means that the album will be top of mind. But
but it's going to sell. That's one thing we can't.
I mean, it's Drake. We were talking about artists being comfortable, because that's something that I think Joe said on the podcast, that he feels like Drake is now a little too comfortable. He doesn't need to be rapping and shit. And I'm for like, they were talking about like, where's he didn't have any type of motivation to make the album.
Also, he was saying that we should not expect Drake to be carrying the torch 15 years later.
Yeah,
like somebody
he's already
else,
done it.
Exactly, he's already done it. So don't put so much,
I feel like
so much
right
weight,
now,
yeah.
Drake can do whatever he wants right now.
At this point,
I feel like if you've really been paying attention, if you've really been paying attention to like Drake's career from the very beginning up until now, he's proven himself as an artist, as a rap artist, as an actor, as an entertainer, period.
Yeah.
I think Drake has already, he's solidified himself. If he still wants to make album and just be on whatever type he wants to be on, let him do whatever the fuck he wants. But for the dogs though, you really expect it to be top to finish,
then,
but that's not how it
the
went
corny
down.
lines, Yugoslavian, my nigga. Anyway.
He said he got so many checks. Is like Czechoslovakian. Come in 2023.
I
come
love
on.
It's so obvious, but I like it.
When he said that, I remember us speaking about, because I remember at 8 a.m. in Charlotte, what also made me like a little hype was they said that money talks, call it fortune telling. Then when he said that Czechoslovakia, I was just like, Drake, this just hire Quentin Miller. Go get Quentin and get these raps.
Call Quentin back. Raise him from the dead.
Yeah.
For sure, but that was cool. Yeah. What else has been happening in these streets?
Do I know? Unless I check my phone.
Well, musically, right?
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about new drops.
Let's talk about music picks. I think right off that, we're just watching Octo's new record.
Love the video. Love the video.
Yeah.
Even though it's very simple, I'm not sure why I love the video, but
I feel like Octo's videos at this point have become the same. It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same storyline.
Yeah. It's like
he's out in the streets somewhere
beautiful
fancy.
European background.
Right?
I'm not mad at it yet. I haven't had enough of
Listen,
he loves these Europeans.
I get it.
What do you want him to do?
No, you want to be, I'm a foreign ass nigga, like we're not on the same lanes. But also, like, are there any video directors out there who can make use of this in foreign land? Like, it can't always be in the streets and he's dripping and he's swaggy. Oh my God, and this is not hate.
But is it
sounds
because...
Like
it sounds a lot like it.
No, it's not hate. It's not hate. It's just... Give me something new.
Yeah.
Give me something new.
Maybe
if you're really a foreign ass nigga, like, let me see a video in a prime location where I'll be like, okay,
in a foreign.
these are levels, you know, like
foreign.
You feel
See
me?
what I did there?
Yeah. Drop top.
Y'all be late. Y'all be late to this shit.
We got it.
We got it.
Y'all be
He
late.
wants us to be like,
that was a bar. We should be kicking
that
things
really
around.
sounds
That
like
was a
that
bar.
Drake line about Big Czechoslovakia. Like, we got it before you even said it the second time.
Yo,
it's fine. We got it. For real.
Hey, relax. Right? Chill out.
No, I'm just saying.
Chill out.
Also, we were discussing it. Octo is now also, his booking flights, nothing. His gigging, he's doing his thing. The Henny brand ambassadorship has really put him like, it's elevated his game, and he's also like super, super comfortable right now. Which I guess is now showing in his raps. He's not really worried about I gotta rap about this and that.
Yeah,
It's
So
just
he's comfortable.
been super, super comfortable. honestly, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
this might be
maybe-
taken the wrong way or whatever, but like his album, Lamu Nights, was, I feel, had the potential to be one of the best albums out of Kenya. The arrangement, the features, the
Production.
instrumentation, the production. But like whatever Octo is rapping on there, man, there's not a single quotable. Like there's nothing you will go back and be
But
like, okay, fine.
I remember going for the launch, and it was really like highlighting the fact that this album is going to be carried more by the features.
Yeah, that doesn't mean don't show up.
Yeah, that's
I mean, no. I'm just,
shit.
no.
You said it. You said it.
No. I
Right?
know.
Yeah.
Actually, I love the fact that he put these new features on, and I think he studied them enough to know what kind of song would blend with who. Every feature that's on any record is perfect for it. But like Octo barely, it's like, okay, I'm the Don. Still, when you're on your Don shit, you can still be a Don and
Flex.
still give
Yeah.
and still give people something to talk about. But you know what we compare, I guess, is another Octo record. He's out here flossing.
Yeah, it's another one, right?
Yeah, it's
literally
another one.
like another college.
Is
The
it-
video is
radio hit.
great.
Is it
Yeah.
streaming well? I haven't even checked it out.
It dropped 6 days ago, and it's like over 400K right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
now
but
when
you know what
like
they be saying
That's-
about.
hey, we're not gonna do that here. Like,
I said
money.
they.
They get your money, my nigga. Get your money.
Why
get
we
your
scared?
money.
Why we scared?
No. What I'm saying is, I need to know the connects, because I also need to do that shit. Like, if that's what you're doing,
Nah, we don't do that.
I need to do that.
We don't do that over here. So Wapi Kompe, Blanco also has the new freestyle
Ooh.
out.
Blanco, that's my dude.
It's by a guy called Chase Money, Only Chase Paper or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's a freestyle, right?
Freestyle video. Blanco has been dropping a lot of those freestyles from the what's it called, Bow Paper Boys or Choir Boys Entertainment. 28's already dropped his Rich Before Rap project. I don't know if Blanco is going to be dropping something. I'm hoping that something does drop, but like honestly, Blanco makes no mistakes in my eyes.
Blanco is nice.
He makes
Blanc-
no mistakes,
Blanco
hey?
is like,
He doesn't
Speaking-
miss ever.
that nigga don't miss. You know
Ever.
that thing Snoop says? Is it Snoop? It's a Snoop quote, right?
That
That nigga just don't miss. It's like a TikTok thing I see.
That nigga just don't miss. Blanco, what's it called?
It's called Put
Put on freestyle. I see the
I haven't heard it. Hey?
it's nice. I
Really
see
nice.
the
And
video was done
video
by
is very-
Calivan.
Yeah, the video is very interesting. It's like very creative.
It's him in the studio, literally.
Yeah, with like an
360.
Insta 360 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need Timmy to work. Like, someone needs to give him, like, just dropping these projects, kind of just dropping them.
Yeah.
We need him to work.
I don't know what is happening. Honestly,
Holla, Jinx.
when it comes, that's
Because he's been hollering at Jinx. It needs a real boss
Oh, that's
to
hate.
step up to this plate.
That's hate.
yo, Timmy, what's cooking?
That's hate. That's hate. That's hate.
Yo, no. But for real though,
Yeah,
honestly, before when the boys were with what's his face, Big Mo, it felt like they were working more. I don't know. It felt like at that point that's when they were releasing like videos after videos after videos, project after project.
But I think all these things, like, they need a budget, and some of these guys are like underground rappers.
what do they be talking about on those records?
But they shouldn't be
all they
underground.
talk about.
Like, they're not talking to an underground crowd.
Yeah.
They just have exceptional music that doesn't hit that level for it to pop off.
I think also like it just doesn't resonate. If you're talking about like moving bricks and all that shit, ain't nobody come on, man. Like that's the shit that I see on Power. I don't necessarily expect to know somebody who's like, oh, I'm in the cutting business and then I'm gonna move this and then I make 100K in a week. Also, like if that's factual, right? Then budget constraints shouldn't be a thing.
But
if you're
people
telling me
but
I made
our
100K
audience would
by
believe
sitting here.
Power more readily than they believe like Timmy and
Exactly.
20.
Exactly. It just doesn't look like these niggas are really pushing.
Because you
weight
can't
like
really be
that.
doing that stuff on the street and
talk
talking
about it and
Yeah.
exactly. You know,
It's
sometimes
music. It's
Yeah,
not
exactly.
supposed to be
So,
for real.
yeah, but like
It needs to be believable because I think
That's
that's
the
what
thing.
makes those raps
Okay.
kick.
also
For me, it's just how
isn't
somebody-
also hasn't
I
hip
don't,
hop
I
been.
don't think I believe Push sells the amount of coke he talks about.
Oh, he's
in his-
embellished. Of course, he's embellished it.
So I just think like if for me, when it comes to rap, is how you put your words together. If you can, when Grandmaster Flash and them were talking about being in swimming pools, them niggas was like broke in the streets. And they still talked about the lavish lifestyle because that's what you aspire to. It doesn't have to be real. I think you new kids are the ones who fuck this whole rap game up. Like, you want to make everything real. So if you talk about shooting 3 niggas, you want to go out there and shoot 3 niggas.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. This is supposed to be music. You just imagine it. It's like watching a movie. Schwarzenegger shooting a whole
I guess
village
then
of,
the imagination is just not hitting for Kenyans. Like, there's, even if I imagine the worst nigga that I know, like doing some of the shit that these guys are talking about, it just doesn't sound believable to me.
Yeah. So maybe their market is not, they're not targeting Kenyans.
No, not particularly, actually. Not necessarily.
So just, I feel like, for me, I like the way he raps.
Yeah.
I like his...
Blanco is nice.
He's nice. His
Timmy
the way he puts together words.
one of the best on this
So
continent.
keep doing that. If that's what you love, don't chase this fucking... what do you call it? Clicks and views. Just do your thing. One day it will work.
No, we need a heavy essay collabo with Timmy.
Yeah.
And I think that'll take him away. Like,
like a Nasty C feature would be so
the
nice.
two of those, he would kill
Those
Nasty.
two would
He would kill
go
Nasty. That's the one guy I know. That's the one guy I know.
No, Blanco is amazing.
Take Nasty C out.
Blanco is very amazing. I love him. That should, that's the one who's supposed to be calling out any other country. Like, if there's a nigga who actually needs to be like, oh, ain't nobody shit in Nigeria, it's definitely Timmy.
Yeah, it's Blanco.
Yeah.
What else?
Who else dropped? Kirby dropped. What's this record? What did we just played it?
Hold on. I
forgot. But the point is that we were like, oh, Kirby, like my Kirby?
Kirby's
because
back.
we haven't heard from him in
a while.
Years.
Yeah.
Used to see Kirby like all the time, but then he went MIA. I just assumed he went to Coast to do some Coast things because that's kind of his vibe.
Yeah.
But now it seems like he's back on his music tip.
Yeah, he's been releasing I think this was like maybe his second or third video or something. So he's like back actively trying to release music.
But he did go on hiatus.
Yes, he did.
Because he had this online shop. Don't know how that was doing.
Just the one? Pray or something?
Yes, Pray. Pray. Yes. It's classic Kirby. I think it's, I don't know, is it refreshing? Is it comfortable? He's just like, you hear that record, and if you've heard other Kirby records before, then you would definitely know that, and I think he was also at the front line of pushing this new Nairobi, new wave situation.
He was on the freshman class for New Nairobi. Yeah. So that was completely where he fit in. But he was also in his own, because everyone else was rapping, but we still brought him into that hip hop family.
Melodic. Yeah. He still has that. I don't know. We'll figure out what's happening with Kirby soon, so we could give you that info. But yeah, you could definitely.
But you see, that was 2018 that he spiked, but then we haven't seen him peak. So let's see.
Since then, you know what? The thing about being in the music industry or whatever, yes, they do say take all the time you need off or whatever, but like getting back in it again is crazy. So much harder than trying to maintain the pace that you had. However slow, just you might not be top of mind all the time, but like just stay on the scene, because now getting back and telling people, okay, please again check out my shit, like it's so much harder.
Yeah.
But we'll see what's happening there. You guys don't want to talk about this nigga A. Reese, but obviously
we do.
Nigga, we just
no, let's go. You see, back to square one.
I'm
Factory settings.
Ving Rhames. When we're talking about,
when you guys were asking about Ving Rhames, I was giving you
because that was the song that we were playing.
I didn't know that. I didn't know. I thought you wanted to know.
By the time we're getting to episode 50 or 100 or whatever, you niggas will be listening to A. Reese. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's okay. Like, I'm sure there are people here who listen to it.
Yeah, there's someone 20.
Exactly. I'm 47.
Nasty is 24, 25. What you trying to say?
Listen.
Only? It's only 25?
I'm 47.
I think it's like, yeah.
I'm not out here listening to this little niggas.
So you're going to listen to 47-year-old rappers?
Yes.
Like who?
KRS-One, Talib Kweli,
Oh God.
If you're young and you're you're spitting bars, not spitting bars,
Oh,
I will listen
Lord.
to you. So, Cos Contra, those type of niggas.
Aries has a new record out.
Blanco, those type of niggas. K.
called
Jones,
Ving Rhames.
Calligraph Jones, them type of niggas. So,
You know, actually, I was thinking like if there were to be an African cipher of like maybe Anglophone rappers, I'd put Blanco in it, Nasty C.
How's that different from
Aries
from
and
the liquor one? Is it Henny?
Henny?
Yeah.
I really felt
Henny
like
does a good job.
yeah, first of all, they've been really doing a great job promoting artistry. But I also feel like those guys are more the older generation. Like maybe guys our age and a little older would understand
Yeah,
who MI is.
Henny
who
needs proper
manifests-
A&R when it comes to like cross-continental.
Exactly,
Yeah, because
exactly.
they didn't match.
Getting the lineup together because it's like it's Octo, MI, Manifest, Vector, and then
They
Aries.
didn't match, yeah.
Like, Aries really felt like let's put him there for the young guys
For the
because
kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then if you're really gonna do like
is it nice?
no, Aries is nice.
Okay. That's all that matters.
I mean, how many times I done said this before in this podcast?
Yeah, but-
I'm sounding like an Aries groupie, which I don't mind.
if it's
fine.
nice, it's nice.
The boy doing things. Literally,
Cool.
that's his handle. The boy doing things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Ving Rhames by Aries is out now. Go check it out. I think he's working on an album or something. I'm not sure.
This
We
is
gonna see.
more promo than you ever get. The fact that I didn't know anything about you and they are trying to educate me on you is more promo than
Because
you ever get anywhere
when he
else. So
finally
that's
gets
cool.
into the country, I want us to like be ahead. He'll be like, oh yeah, y'all niggas be talking about me for a minute. Yeah, of course.
All right.
But also, have you heard about Cos Contra?
Yeah.
Because it's a group of
Yo, I'm one day I'm gonna shoot at both of you. I will shoot. I swear. One day. Ooh, when that day comes, I'm gonna
It's
shoot.
for rappers who believe in Yahweh and they love God and stuff, and they just
They started rapping in Florida. It was just the two of them.
Yo, shout out Cos Contra, Lowe's, Eric Jamal, Raz, and Taj.
yeah.
One of the dopest.
Shout out to them niggas, but also like to like the fam that's checking out music picks. Maybe you can also let us know some records. Maybe you guys can send records for us to review
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Can drop your link
On the
in
comments,
the comments.
yeah, we can
could get into
check it
it
out.
for
And
sure.
then if you're out there and you're, we want to sponsor this kind of segments like Henny,
Yeah.
Henny.
Yeah.
Anything
can happen.
Anything can happen. We can do it on Music Pick.
You know, it would be.
It can be a nice.
You know that now.
feature for
I
them.
mean, we're discussing this on camera, but we shouldn't be. The music picks would be perfect for Kenyan originals because
Yeah, but we want to do everything, right? Whatever
Yeah.
interests us.
But
But we can do
Whoever
it.
wanted-
Yeah.
yeah.
But the podcast is originally Kenyan, so it's still fine. It was still
Yeah, just
find a
throw
way
in
to
some,
fit
know.
into there, whatever.
Yeah.
Girl, let's talk business.
Yes, we're gonna talk about it. Are we done?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, sir. As
That was
usual,
fun.
plug in my shit. I got it. Let me take this.
I'm gonna wear that next week, hey?
Can you do it?
Yeah.
You're the only one who doesn't have merch. Yes, get you some ape shit merch.
Yeah.
I've actually been getting DMs and inquiries about
That's
about
what's
the
up.
merch. So like, yes,
Holla at your people.
now we need to see actual purchases happening. Yeah, get this. Holla at me at just GroovyJo across social media platforms, and we'll definitely make it work. I'll make it color, logo size, whatever, everything to your specification. So yeah, let's make it happen.
All right.
Subscribe, drop a comment, follow us on social media. Thank you for checking out Podcast with No Name.
Peace out.